next guest is Kenneth Yuers. He is a teacher at Rancho Tehama Elementary School in Northern California. When a school shooting spree began there in 2017, he was on scene. He joins us right now. And Ken, good morning. Thank you for talking with us. You know, unless you've lived through something like this, it is hard to imagine. It's hard to know what people are going through. We know this entire community is waking up in absolute shock. The Christmas holidays have going to take on a whole new meaning for them. Talk to us about what the community is going through this morning today. What should they be doing to help them with these initial hours and the emotions, the flood of emotions they're going to be dealing with?
Well, sadly, that community is going to be extremely traumatized and in shock. And the staff, the students, the families, they're all trying to absorb just what happened, and they're going to feel numb for a while. And there will be anger, there will be grief, because there are at least 2 fatalities in the situation. Praying for the 2 that are in critical condition that they survive. So it's just a very traumatizing experience. There will be counselors made available, but the trauma is going to take a while for some people to get within their bones and every cell within their body, and a lot of them will end up with PTSD. It may not strike them for months, may take a year, even longer.
Yeah, Ken, this was the last week before they went on their Christmas break. As you said, they'll have that 2 weeks, but who knows after that, once they come back. This is going to be another reminder. This took place at a small K-12 Christian school, less than 400 students, a very tight community for students and teachers as well. Ken, talk about the advice you would share as far as their recovery from this event. How do you get through the weeks to come, especially during the holidays right around the corner, not just the weeks, but the months in the years coming ahead? Because again, returning to school, seeing that daily reminder.
Yeah, it's going to be important that there's a strong support structure involved with that community. People within the community can help. For the individuals directly affected, it's important to have family support. A lot of patients don't understand it, because I say part of what hits you with trauma is anger. You know, why did this happen? What could have been done to prevent it? You know, we're in the early stages here, but it looks as if this person had a kind of a cult following for the maniacs that shot up Columbine years ago, a rock band in particular. If the investigation bears out that this person was wearing shirts in support of a band that these 2 guys at Columbine were involved with, there's going to be anger, and it's going to be in the news, and there's going to be all sorts of ideas floating around. But I think if you are a victim of this, you just want to focus on family and having a loving, supporting structure around your life as much as possible. And then within the school itself, I think it's important that there are counselors made available to students and staff. We had therapy dogs come out with Vietnam veterans. Animals are really helpful. It's going to take a community effort, and there's still just going to be a long-lasting effect on the victims of this.
And we are all part of that wider community, and our prayers will continue for the students, the teachers, the community there. And Ken, thank you for sharing your personal insight as well. Merry Christmas to you, and we will continue to keep you in our prayers as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
You too. Well, Dr. Phil reacted to this school shooting with the News on Merit's Chris Gutierrez, and Dr. Phil talked about how all the families and loved ones affected by these horrific shootings can work toward moving forward. Take a listen.
What can we tell parents who are watching tonight or right now, or the grandparents who are watching right now? Because there are far more people who have not been touched by this kind of violence than who have been. But they're going to see this headline, and they're going to be scared to death of their kids going to school tomorrow.
Well, the chance of your child being impacted by this is very low. Statistically, it's very low. If it happens to you, it's 100%.